Now that was fucking crazy. The other day, a while ago, I saw Bugonia, and I didn't know what to expect for this film. It had Emma Stone. It had Todd from Breaking Bad. Fuck Todd. We all hate Todd. And some other characters in this film. And it seemed like it was going to be crazy based on the trailer. But I ended up watching it. And I fucking loved it. I enjoyed this movie a lot. I was entertained throughout it. I really had no complaints about it. I was really just mind blown of how really well done this movie was. It was directed by Yargos. I don't know his last name, but he also directed Poor Things, as well as The Favorite. I do remember The Favorite, but Poor Things I really did love watching in theaters. And I thought this was another really amazing movie that he made. And yeah, I'm just going to say right now, this movie is a 10 out of 10 for me. I know it's really early, and I know I'll talk about the movie still, but yeah, I'm just letting you know this movie was great. And I really do hope to see this movie win a good amount of awards in the Oscars. But yes, Bugonia, a story where two men kidnap a CEO and tries to get them to reveal everything because they believe that this person is an alien. Yep, that's right. Jesse Plemons from Breaking Bad, he plays Teddy, and Adrian DeBeese, I don't know, he plays Don. These two guys are not well, from what it seems like. And they truly believe that there are aliens among us. And they believe that Emma Stone character's Michelle Fuller is that said alien, or one of them. So they devise of a plan to kidnap her and get as much information out of her. And yeah, they try to do what they can to get in contact with the aliens. And I don't really remember what exactly they were trying to do. I think they were just trying to get in contact with them so that they can fight back and also expose them to the world. You know, in these type of movies, when people are like, oh, I'm going to find out where the aliens are, it's like, then what? What are you going to do then? But yes, Teddy is not well. He gets a lot of his influence from his mother, who is in a hospital and has a very severe sickness, and she's barely holding on, and she tells him about all these conspiracy theories and all these things, and he believes it, and he also convinces his friend, or I believe they were family. I'm sorry, I was wrong. They're cousins. So he convinces his cousin to also believe in the things that he believes in. And Don isn't, you know, the sharpest knife. He does care about his cousin. He does want to be with him. So he does go along with a lot of things they do. And it's not just preparing to kidnap someone and, you know, get a confession out of them. They go to some extreme lengths as, like, disabling themselves sexually to also help kidnap the aliens. Yeah, that's a real thing that they did. And I was freaking mind blown. Emma Stone plays Michelle, who is the CEO of a company who is essentially like Jeff Bezos. This person just owns so many companies and is in charge of so many things, and she wants to be this positive force to help people, and she wants to give a lot of people opportunities, but really it's just Amazon. Teddy also has this coworker who's like kind of, you know, dealing with this issue where the coworker got hurt, and Teddy's like, oh, they should pay you or something, you shouldn't have to work or something. So yeah, it's essentially Amazon, but the company is kind of like Amazon, but also a pharmaceutical. It's kind of interesting, really. And yeah, based on the trailer, you see that they obviously do kidnap Emma. They even shave her head. And yeah, it gets crazy because she's the one trying to escape. And there's also a lot of conversations with each other. And we get to know a lot of things. Like with Teddy and his backstory, this other cop character, and Don. There's a lot that happens in this house. Really, the movie takes place in this very small town, like, except Emma Stone's house, but really this small town where Teddy and Don lives. One interesting thing about Teddy is with him believing in the aliens comes with a lot of other stuff. They also believe that the Earth is flat. So that was just really mind-blowing to see, because the movie's just like, yeah, the Earth is flat, and here they even show it, and the aliens are coming to abduct everyone. There is this whole backstory behind the aliens that Emma Stone learns about, because there's a moment where she is about to be free, but not really, and she learns everything that Teddy believes in, and I don't want to say too much about that right here, because it really is interesting. It really is a crazy-ass like story, and there's so much lore, and a lot of other crazy insane things get revealed. And yeah, Teddy is very not well. Yeah, the story, it's really good. I don't want to talk anything else about the story, because really I want everyone to just go and watch it. I'm not even going to talk about spoilers, obviously. Yeah, go watch it. Other than that, the acting was pretty great. This was a very small cast of characters, but they all really did a good job. Every character was likable, and I really did care for them. The music is this like weird mix of orchestra songs that really gets intensified because something's happening and Teddy has to get to a place really fast, and it's like I don't know how to explain it too much, but the music really matches the tone really well, and it just makes you feel like, oh shit, this is happening. I mentioned it earlier, but want to quickly mention this. Like, there are other smaller stories that impact the main story told throughout the film that you have to like pick up on and really pick up from context clues. Camera work was really well done. There was some times where they just zoomed in on the right things at the right time. I know that's pretty basic to say. They had this whole like analogy of the beehives, and they zoomed in on those pretty well, and it was pretty crazy to see. The writing is the type of writing that when you watch this movie for a second time, and trust me, you will want to watch it for a second time, you'll be like, oh shit, I just picked up on that. And I think it's really well done. Again, if I even talk about any of it, it'll just spoil it. But trust me, after you watch this film, you're going to want to watch it for a second time because it just gets insane. Even then, everything else in this film is done really well and really spectacular. Like, this movie truly does feel like a movie that's worth watching, I will say. Unfortunately, I really don't want to say too much about it because I really do think it's that great of a film. Like I said, it's a 10 out of 10, and if I really talk about anything else, I'll have to explain the spoilers. I can say this, the meaning for this film was pretty great. It just talked about how, like, yeah, people suck. That's all I can really say, and maybe that's not that much helpful to really say, but yeah, that's all I am going to say for that. I recommend this movie a lot. I really hope people will get to see this, and I have a strong feeling this movie is going to be represented at the Oscars a good amount. So yeah, that is Bugonia. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I'm definitely going to try to watch it again here soon. And what do you guys think? There's other great movies by Yorgos, and definitely recommend watching Poor Things if you haven't. And yeah, that's everything I want to talk about. Everyone, you have a great rest of your day.